G'day guys, and welcome to my tips for round 18 of the season. Finals is not far away, so pretty excited about all that. Can't wait to get stuck into finals. Hopefully the Cats are in there, they should be. Moving into the Cats, we've got Adelaide and Geelong at Adelaide Oval, which will be a massive clash, 1v2. And in this game, I'm going to go the Crows by 17 points. I think they've been in a bit better form than we have. We've been lucky to, I guess, be where we are. The Crows had a very good win over the D's. I think it was around 46 points. And the Cats, scraped over the line against the Hawks by 3 points, I believe it was. And look, I think whether Dangerfield plays or not too sure. But look, he'll be under duress, no doubt. Sloane's no guarantee. I think Gleaver's no guarantee. And Jenkins is out. So, look, pending matchups and who's in and who's out, I think the Cats could still win without Dangerfield, but obviously significantly would reduce our chances. But I think the Crows, I reckon they've got a point to prove against us personally, and they've lost the last few. We haven't lost to them since 2013, but it'll be a very tough game, and hopefully can get the chocolates on the board. But I reckon the Crows at home will get the job done. We'll move into Essendon and North Melbourne at Etihad Stadium, and the Bombers a massive win over the Saints, shell-shocked them. And North Melbourne, they got smashed by Port Adelaide by 70 points. So, pretty easy for mine on this one. Essendon by 34 points. Just in much better touch at the moment. And when they get their game going, where they're just getting their ball movement happening, speedy, pressure game, they are very, very tough to beat. And have troubled basically every team in the comp. Most teams, at least. And North Melbourne just don't seem to be up for it at the moment. They've struggled with late over a number of weeks, and I just think Essendon in much better touch, so happy to go to the Bombers there. Melbourne Port Adelaide at the MCG, a massive game for these two sides, especially Melbourne with a depleted midfield group, and they went down to the Crows, as I just mentioned before, and Port Adelaide, as mentioned, did a number on North Melbourne at home. I'm going to go Port Adelaide in this game by 29 points. I think with Melbourne's midfield injury woes and match review panel woes, I think they'll be in a fair bit of trouble here. Port Adelaide's midfield, very tough to beat, and they're just in control at the moment with the way they're playing, and I think they'll be able to get the job done here on the D's at the G. We'll go to the Dogs and Gold Coast at Kazali Stadium, and the Dogs have finally got a win. Got the Blues, they got them done by 20 points, and Gold Coast went down to the Pies at Metricon Stadium, which has been unfortunate for them. I'm going to go to the Dogs by 11 points. I think they'll just get the win on the board here. That both sides aren't in great form. You'd have to say the Dogs are better on paper, and last time I think they played here, I think the Dogs kicked up 10 goals in the last quarter or something like that, and really turned the game around. The Gold Coast could not answer to that. So, look, tough to tip this one, but I'm going to go with the Dogs, not with a great deal of confidence. So, Sydney and St Kilda at the SCG. The Swannies have won 9 out of their last 10, 6 in a row, 0-6. They've been the best team in the comp by a reasonable margin. The way they've come back, and Ford is amazing. And the Saints, they had a bit of a shock after a massive win over the Tigers a few weeks ago. The Bombers did a massive number on them. I'm going to go the Swans by 39 points here. I think just their form stacks up so well. They're the best informed team in the comp right at the minute, and I think if they get their pressure game going, the defensive mechanisms in place, they're incredibly hard to score against, and thus very hard to beat. So I'm going to go Sydney by 39, and they also did beat them a few weeks earlier. I think it was 10 goals at Etihad, so look, very tough to beat the Swans. We've got some old rivals here, Fremantle and Hawthorn at Domain Stadium Saturday night, and this will be an interesting clash. The Dockers, they went down to the Eagles. Just poor kicking really cost them in the end. If they converted some shots, they would have been a lot closer, if not won the game. And Hawthorn went down to the Cats by 3 points. Isaac Smith missed one late, but it shouldn't really come down to that. That was a very gallant effort from the Hawks, very late, and nearly got the job done. Very unlucky. I'm going to go the Hawks here by 20 points. I think they're in slightly better form. They've been pretty good of late. They beat the Swans back a few weeks back, the only team to actually beat them in their current run of 9 or 10 wins. And I reckon, yeah, going at their best, I reckon the Hawks can outdo the Dockers at home. mainly on a scoring front as well. It will certainly be a dour affair with Ross Lyon making it that way. I don't think Fremantle may not quite have the firepower to get the job done, and the Hawks of late over the Dockers have had incredible records, so pretty hard to go against the Hawks there. So I'm going to go the Hawks. We've got Richmond and the Giants at the MCG here, and the Tigers, they got the job done over the Lions. They'll be happy to get a win there. It wasn't pretty, but they got the job done. The Giants, well, they went down to the Swans by 13 points, which I didn't mention before with the Swans. Haven't been in great form lately, the Giants, but I reckon the Tigers get the win here by 6 points. Mainly because it's at the MCG. I reckon they've got a point to prove. Want to get one back on the Giants. They haven't been in great touch lately, the Giants either. So neither the Tigers, but I think being at home will help them big time here. So we'll find a lot about both sides. Massive game. We've got Collingwood and West Coast at Etihad Stadium, and the Pies got the win, and a bit of the duck off Nathan Buckley's back. Alright, monkey off the back, not duck off the back. We didn't listen to Wayne Carey. Yeah, so look, the Pies got the win over the Gold Coast last week, and the Eagles powered through with another win over the Dockers at home. They'll be very pleased with that, and being Etihad, you may lean towards Collingwood, but I'm leaning towards West Coast by 3 points. I feel like their form leading into this game really stacks up quite nicely. They've had some pretty good games of late for them. And the Pies, without Pendlebury, is a massive ask. I think the Eagles, based on the way they're going at the moment, good win over the, wasn't over the Bombers. It was over the Bulldogs recently. I put some in good stead to get a win over the Pies here, but very tough game. And flip of the coin, and we finish with the flip of the coin with Brisbane and Carlton at the Gabba, which will be a tough game to pick. The Lions went down by, I think it was around 40 points thereabouts against the Tigers. And the Blues went down by 20 against the Bulldogs at the G. Mainly because it's at the Gabba, I'm going to go the Lions by 9 points. I think, look, very tough game to pick. It's going to be a low-scoring, dour affair. Very much like the Dockers and the Hawks, but look, I think Brisbane will be able to get the job done, mainly because they're at home. We've got no real reason to flip of the coin, as I said. So those are my tips for round 18 of the season. Feel free to comment your tips as well in the description below. They'll be not in the description, in the comments. That'd be great. Like the video as well, it'd be amazing. And yeah, subscribe away for more of these. Thanks for hanging around, guys. I'll see you all next time.